Dancing in a shaft of light, whispers echoing in the dead of night. A rocket horse, a velvet dress, faces hidden in a gray recess. Who are you staring from the wall? Are you the ghost that caused my fall? The fire is rising, the floorboards groan in this kingdom of blood and bone. My mind is a labyrinth, a closing cage. I'm a stranger on my own stage. Shadows in the undertow, the crawling of my name. Shadows in the undertow, it's a losing game. Dancing in the corners of a broken mind, watching all the pieces I have left behind. Liar, memory is a liar, buried under cobwebs, burning like a fire. I see a man, I see a smile, but it's been missing for a long, long while. Empty frames and hollow eyes, the silence is screaming a thousand lies. Don't look back, don't look back, don't look back, don't look back. Shadows in the outside, I'm coming home. Shadows in the attic, dancing in the corners of a broken mind, watching all the pieces I have left behind. Shadows in the attic, shadows in the attic, it's a losing game. Dancing in the corners of a broken mind, watching all the pieces I have left behind. Under a veil of silver dust, behind the locks of age and rust, I found the treasure cold and still, a leather spine, a frozen will. My fingers tremble on the edge, a silent oath, a sacred pledge. The first page turns, the world stands still. I climb the peak of memory hill, black and white and shades of gray, the ghosts of June, the breath of May. I see a face I used to know from a lifetime long ago. Oh, the book of memories, a map of all my tragedies, the laughter and the tears. just one more page. I'm coming back home again. Dust behind the locks of age and rust, I found the treasure cold and still, a leather spine, a frozen will. Round and wide and shades of gray, the ghosts of June, the breath of night. One more page. Of lavender and fresh baked bread, a wooden porch where the sun was fed. I see a girl with ribbons in her hair, running wild without a single care. The apple tree is standing tall and green, the most beautiful world I've ever seen. Father's laughter, mother's morning song, this is the place where I belong. The photograph is breathing in rising sun, where the threads of time are all undone. I watch the nebulae bleed in the dark, a silent void, a cold, eternal love. The weight of ages, a heavy crown, and rivers of starlight, I slowly drown. Can you feel the pulse of the ancient day, where the secrets of the cosmos lie? Check out the veil of the celestial light. We are the shadows that learn how to fly from the furnace of the stars we rose against the wind and forever, forever. We are the stardust, born from the flame, a spark in the chaos, without a name. Through the iron and blood, we reclaim the sky, too fierce to surrender, too broken to die. Stardust, we burn in the light. Crawl through the dirt, gaze at the throne, a kingdom of atoms we call our own. Evolution, written in scars and bone, a cosmic vibration, a thundering tone. They promised us heaven, they gave us the dust, but in the cold steel is the only where the chains of the gravity's pull, the void is hungry, the void is full. Silver silence, golden dreams. Nothing is ever as it seems. Rise from the ashes of a billion years. Wash away the rage mass. Strength of drifting in the black. We come from the stars, and to the stars we go back. rain. Silence hangs like a shroud of stone where laughter used to bloom. A hollow echo in each room, swallowed by the gloom. The clock still ticks, the fire burns, but warmth has long since fled. This house, a tomb of memories, where words are left unsaid. In shadows deep and wide, searching for the hand I lost, the comfort by my side. The empty chair, a monument to what we used to be, a gaping void where once you sat forever hauntingly. Across the worn-out floor, a love that time cannot erase, but lives here nevermore. The weight of absence, heavy cold, a suffocating dread. In this lonely chair, your story told among the living dead. A shifting sand blurring yesterday's design. But this sharp ache, I understand. This sorrow, it is mine. I close my eyes and see your smile. Hear whispers on the breeze. A momentary sweet denial brought to my failing knees. Then open to nothingness, a stark and cruel display. The world moves on, I must confess, but I am lost today. silence grows, a fading spark where the memory arose. Strange faces in old photographs, echoes of whispers and forgotten laughs.
My eyes are searching for a place to hide. Let them go for trips deep inside. The fog and the flame, a war in my head. Drowning the living, working the dead, but the blood in my soul refuses to die. It's cleaning the void, a fire in the sky.
Hold me tight before I dust
It's at the control of silence and cold.
Time is slipping like water through my hands. Wandering alone through these barren ponds. Who is this ghost that is holding my palm? A scent of summer, a deceptive
The flame is flickering, fighting for breath, dancing on the edge between life and death. Remember, when closing eyes, remember, but the ultimate blood, every touch, every kiss we know is the way finite will to get back to you.
The fog is closing in. But the flame still burns. In the dark, I remember. sterile walls dissolve into the white. The clinical home fades out of my sight. I'm stepping out of the labyrinth's maze, leaving the drift of the hollowed out days. The book of memories is light in my hand as I walk on the soil of my own native land. No more shadows at the edge of the bed. No more voices of the things left unsaid. The firebird's song is a whisper of grace as I finally recognize my own face. The book is closed, the fire burns low, the shadows dance, it's time to go. A lifetime's wait is